crystal meth, yes. Breaking Bad style.
It's a lovely morning, isn't it? It's a lovely morning, isn't it? We're outside in the snow.
There's no snow, it's just ice.
You can walk up that way, but it's a longer walk, but not so steep.
Let's just get up.
Slog it up here. Yeah. Right, so we're up and running, mate. We're up and running. Right, okay. So first and foremost, the rebrand. Why SkymindUK? Right? Why SkymindUK? Because I think, my personal opinion, is that sometimes in life you just need a bit of a shake-up, right? Dreaming Jaguars has been epic, but we kind of got a little bit lazy with it, and I think that if we're going to appeal to a broader audience, then ultimately our pursuit is contact with non-human intelligence, right? In whatever form that be. Call it God, call it entities in psychedelic experiences, call it this current UAP phenomena that's taken over the world, right? Is it all one and the same thing? So I think Dreaming Jaguars was great for us when we were early on in our journey, talking about psychedelics and sitting in a room and doing DMT and having those entity contacts. But I think now we've evolved a little bit, and obviously to jump on with this trend, and it you know, there are links 100%, I believe, between this kind of spiritual, or this phenomena that is now not being viewed as nuts and bolts, as some kind of interdimensional anomaly, right? Then possibly, I've always felt in my heart that DMT is going to play a huge part in whatever bridges this gap. So I think that SkymindUK embodies the physical in the word sky and the metaphysical in the word mind, right? So it's a nice intersection between the two. So that's why we rebranded. But it doesn't mean that we aren't going to be exploring psychedelics, because ultimately we will always be exploring psychedelics, and I think that the psychedelic experience, like I said, is integral. I don't know why, I should call it intuition, but is integral in this whole UAP phenomena. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that, Big Pants?
Yeah, no, the retuning of your consciousness while under psychedelics or meditation is the link. The psychedelics have drifted away a bit because we're just not in the place we were when we started up Dreaming Jaguars.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a lot more use. That use just isn't required anymore. I think it got me through a phase in my life.
I think it will be required in this endeavour. I think we'll now come back into it.
I'm pretty sure you don't have to have a breakthrough experience.
No. But I think, like, sometimes I think it'll be interesting to just go down the psychedelics route. Like, you know, if we were to come up here, so we're at Sisbury Ring. This is where we'll be for our first UAP experiment.
Yeah.
Right. It's a vast part of the national park. There are skies. It's a dark skies reserve. There are, you know, the night sky here is going to be phenomenal. But we could end up sitting here just doing DMT and end up having that kind of contact. I think it just needs to be a bit fluid. That's the rebrand. That's the rebrand side of it. For me, I think it was necessary to push the channel forward, and I now think with, like I say, with the interplay of the UAP phenomena, it's going to work. That's my thoughts.
Yes, it's a very interesting subject, and not only that, it's something that the algorithms of YouTube are not going to hold back. So
Yeah,
there's a very
yeah.
good chance that all that work that we put in with the Dreaming Jaguars, we were always
Hobbled.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And now with this, we can probably expand the channel with the rebrand and actually make something of it, rather than the lapsadaisical way that we used to go out
Yeah.
and do the Dreaming Jaguars.
Yeah. Cool.
But we still need to keep the same. You and I are not scientists,
Loquaciousness.
nor are we loquacious. So the reason we're going to try and do this is pull in Pascal as well, because he'll be the scientist.
The voice. Yeah.
He will be the scientist, the one who guides us on, and looks at the outcome, I suppose.
Yeah.
But within that, it's you and I just talking about it. That's the main thing, which
Yeah.
is what the Dreaming Jaguars was. It's like
100%.
us
Yeah.
talking to people who actually know what they're talking about, and then dumbing it down and shouting it out for
For the masses.
for the people for people out there who like this subject, and when they try and talk to their friends about it, especially the UAPs, they either get laughed at, maybe not laughed at, but not taken as seriously, or like with the DMT, you can't just go up to people and go, "Oh, I do the most powerful hallucinogen known to man."
Yeah.
You just can't talk about it. You have to get to know people. Whereas luckily, Paul and I, we've done it together for years. So it's not often you get someone you can just open up with. So I thought the Dreaming Jaguars, the best part about it was that you guys could sit there and listen to us talk about it, and it'd be like you having a laugh and chat with your mates.
Yeah. Totally.
And that's what it is. And we need to keep that same thing.
100%.
And also for me, this is like, it's going to be not quite interesting, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, of course it is.
Because apparently this is something that anyone can do. Well, hello, we are anyone. We're going to come up here.
Yeah.
We are going to actually try. It's not going to be a joke.
No.
And
100%.
using proper, I can't even think of the words, proper research, set out parameters,
Yeah.
so that we, if we do actually discover something, it can be proven. That's the main thing as well. It needs to be. So we're taking it seriously on that, but also it's just Paul and I, and whoever we bring along.
Yeah.
And Pascal there appearing, and Pascal making sure that our stuff is, I suppose, recorded in a scientific way.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So the whole.
But then we're still going to have a fuck about and a laugh.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the whole UAP thing is, like you say, you've got these bods, these ex-military special ops fellas that are doing these crash retrieval programs, supposedly. Now, I think it comes. For me personally, I've always believed that there is other life out in the universe, and like I say, this thing is evolving now, where it just feels like there's this cross section, this intersection between the mind and what's going on out in the universe. So I think you have to come at this with, you have to have some kind of internal belief system and the intention.
Intent has to be
You
right.
can't just go. We can't just turn up here to do a UAP night and using psychedelics at the same time, and just hope that a UAP is going to turn up. We are going to be meditating. We're not going to be doing large doses. We will be meditating and calling in with intention anything that is out there listening. So when we do this, when we approach this this Skymind venture, we're going to be doing it in all seriousness and to try and see whether or not there is truth to what these guys are claiming. If anybody can do it, we've been into this space for a long time. We've had interactions with entities. We've come from doing the Ouija board and occult stuff, automatic writing, all of that sort of stuff. I feel falls into the same bracket, right? Is there some kind of phenomena that when your mind is in a specific state is able to come through and have contact with you, be it in the form of pretty lights in the sky, be it in the form of an alien on the ground, be it in the form of a DMT entity, be it in the form of a Ouija board
Contact,
communication, some kind of communication. So we're going to try a lot of different ways to contact this phenomena, because ultimately SkymindUK Dreaming Jaguars is about contact with non-human intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So like you said, when we come up and do these experiments, it will be done in all seriousness. It will be done.
We have our research methodology. Our research methodology.
Go on then. Give us the research methodology.
Well,
spiel.
obviously, we will take this up with Pascal, because he's going to try and guide us in the actual scientific approach. But a basic thing that's we're going to need to prepare. We're going to need to come up with the right intent. We're going to have to find the right place. We're going to have people with us who aren't going to go on the DMT. We're going to have people maybe after that who do the meditation, the light thing. Or we come up and do one way 1 week, and then another way another week.
Yeah.
And using the occult stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like a bit of Ouija board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try it all.
All that intent. Yeah, because basically all of that, if you bring, from my point of view, when we started doing the Dreaming Jaguars, there was a massive surge of discussions about how psychedelics can help human beings.
Yeah.
So it was a good time for us to get out there and be able to discuss it in that way. Now there's a surge in consciousness and how that can connect.
What is consciousness?
So what we still, we're not trying to understand that, because that's,
no, but that's what I'm saying.
But but our consciousness will have the ability to call in UAPs, whether it be on psychedelics or whether it be by doing a Ouija board or by meditation, or just a group of us having the right intent to do that kind of to make that phenomenon happen.
Yeah.
Snotty nose can't talk properly.
To capture that on film, to go, there you go.
Yeah.
We've seen something. We came up here. One person was on the vape pen, and on a low dose, trying to call in the UAP. 2 or 3 people meditating with intent. A spotter with a laser pen. Someone manning the cameras, right? And we will just have our own version of a community that will be looking to record and show our findings, be it just an anomaly in the sky, be it a fiery glowing orb that's 6 foot away, with a portal to another dimension, whatever.
Good,
like that's the point, right? And I think with Dreaming Jaguars, because we are in a different place now, I do feel ready to dip back into the DMT space. And I think now we've actually, rather than just going in like a Dora the Explorer, right, with no real intention, just what do we see, what do we experience. Now we've got some kind of focus where we are okay. Well, let's see if if this communication can be established.
I got a lot from the days when we were doing that.
Mate,
that took me through some dark places.
Yeah, 100%.
And healed me.
Okay, so that was the byproduct of just the gung-ho exploration.
Yeah.
Right? But maybe now, with this whole... I see, when I watch these videos, I can't believe that there isn't more community, there isn't more conversation about what role DMT could have in this. Because anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. We'll find out.
We will find out. But it sounds to me like these guys, these psyop guys or whatever they are, what they're called, psionics. They don't generally need the.
No, they don't. But then they don't. No, you're absolutely right. They don't. They're just going in, using meditation and trying to establish a link. and then. But it sounds from what from these reports that we're reading, that from what Jake Barber's talking about, you know, the Americans are going out into countries that have been hit by natural disasters and rounding up hundreds of potential psionics assets.
Yeah.
Like you know, it sounds insane what they're talking about, but we are people that like to. If we hear something or we see something and we've got the opportunity to try and explore it, then we'll explore it, right? So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We, you know...
And by all accounts, anyone can try and explore this subject and
anyone
do it. You just got to have the time and the camera equipment to record what you do.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do, yeah?
Yeah, that is it.
That's the deal.
Yeah, on a basic thing. That's what we're going to do. But we're going to try and keep the same sort of theme, but with a little bit more structure and scientific background or research into it, rather than, like you said, gung-hoing it into a DMT round without any real... Well, we had intent.
Yeah.
My intent was to heal my mind. Yeah. To not lose my shit.
Yeah. Well, it definitely helped us, and I think it will continue to help us in this endeavour.
Well, it would be a good thing to find out whether there is a consciousness that can call in another entity.
Yeah. And push comes to shove, we just get smashed on DMT and trip the light fantastic when we're up here out in underneath the night sky. So there'll be contact with entities regardless.
Well, yeah. As long as they're not the entities wearing caps and carrying badges. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah, excuse me, gentlemen. Where did you get that military-grade laser from? Oh dear.
Yeah.
No, so it's going to be good.
Oh, we're going to have some proper. We're going to have to buy, try and find an
infrared camera
and an electromagnetic field sensor.
Yeah.
So we're going to put some effort into actually the actual research and try and get the right tools.
And there's some big channels out there like Project Fear. That I've been watching those guys recently. They've moved from ghost hunting into UAP hunting. So they recently went out to New Jersey to go through the New Jersey drone thing that was going on, and it's just a wider net, because ultimately we enjoy what we do on this channel, and we want to keep doing it and make it as entertaining for the viewers as humanly possible. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. SkymindUK in association with Dreaming Jaguars.
Yeah.
The website's still the same, dreamingjaguars.com. We'll put the Skymind logo on there as well, but that won't change. That will be dreamingjaguars.com. And let's just get some evenings underway.
Yeah.
Get some experiments going on. Bring the viewers along for the ride. It'll still be us having the banter, but ultimately, if we can go look at this and show the world something anomalous, then we've cracked it.
Yeah.
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 All
well,
right.
We can start everybody off. Like, if we can do it, then anyone can do it.
And obviously the viewers, if we've got any local people or people that want to travel to us, once we get this thing going and we start getting some results, there's no point people coming down from fucking Birmingham, to spend an evening with us under the stars. If we start
500 quid a pop, put you up in a hotel.
If we get some stuff going on, right, then we'll do that. We'll bring in the community and get people involved in it.
Why not?
And just why not? So that's it.
Yeah.
Signing out.
Yeah.
SkymindUK.
SkymindUK.
Dreaming Jaguars.
Dreaming Jaguars.
Beautiful spot up here. It's going to be rude. It's going to be ruthless. We're going to crack it. All right then. See you later. Peace.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe.